Good morning, my possum artists at Michigan Avenue Elementary School. So today we're going to continue our value study, but we're going to throw in optical illusion. Okay, so it's very important you follow along step by step, and as you're ready to move on, you'll give a thumbs up so that we know. So the first thing you're going to do, put your name on your paper, and then your class code. So if you're third grade, it would be 3 dash and your teacher's name. Fourth grade, same thing with 4 dash and your teacher's name. And fifth grade, it'll be 5 dash and your teacher's name. Then you just turn your paper over to the other side. Now, the first thing you're going to do is everybody's going to be given a ruler. Now please remember, we need to keep our ruler rules intact. These rulers are for two purposes only, measuring and drawing straight lines. So today, we're using it for measuring. Do not use it for anything else. So the first step is, you can do this one of two ways. You can either choose to use corner to corner, or you can pick a spot somewhere in the middle of your paper. I'm going to show you the first step where I've lined it up. Now, if it's not perfect, it's okay. But when you put your hand down, you want to keep the weight of your hands pressed down really hard. Take your pencil and just lightly draw along. Don't move your other hand. So now we have our first line drawn. And now I'm going to do it to the opposite corners. Okay, so I'm creating an X. Now I've got to hold my paper still, and I'm drawing lightly. That's one of the mistakes a lot of people make when they're drawing lines with a ruler. They press really hard against it with the hand that has the pencil in it, when all you have to do is hold that ruler still and the pencil is fine. Now, at this point, we've now taken our paper and we've divided it into 4 different sections. So the next step is, we're going to put a little line, a little dot there, and I'm going to put a little dot here. Now, I'm going to line up my pencil. I'm going to place it right there at the dot, and then I'm going to rotate my ruler until it comes to the intersection in the middle. This is very, very important. It must meet in the middle there. And then I'm going to hold my ruler still and draw a line across. I'm going to repeat on the other side here. I've got my ruler right there on the dot. Okay, I'm going to slide it over till it intersects and connect the line. So now we've taken our 4 sections and we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We want to have 12. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the sides of my paper. I'm going to make a little dot here and a little dot there. Again, I'm going to mark, put my pencil right there at my dot, line the ruler up with the center, and draw across, and repeat. Put my pencil on the dot, line it up in the middle, and draw across. So what you end up with is 1, 2, 3 sections on this side, 3 sections on the bottom, 3 on this side, and 3 on here. That's 12. It is critical that we have exactly 12 sections. Okay, so give me a thumbs up when you're ready to move on. If you want, you can pick a section. If you're not sure if you have 12, just put your finger in there when you count around. Okay, at this point, if for some reason you didn't have enough, if maybe you did 11 somehow, all you would have to do is just pick a spot and add a line in. So to create this, we're going to be learning about what's called concave and convex lines. A concave line is a line that, instead of being straight, it kind of curves in. Okay, so it caves in. Convex is the opposite. It curves out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one section, and this is important. We're going to do one section at a time. I'm going to make a concave line from one line to the next. Then I'm going to go out about a ½ an inch, and I'm going to do the same thing. And you want to keep that curve. You've got to have a curve where this optical illusion isn't going to work. And I keep working my way outwards Okay, just take your time. And if you want, draw super light with your pencil, because you can always go darker. Now notice that I came all the way out to the edge. Now, this is my concave lines. So now I'm going to turn my paper just a little bit, and starting at this same point, this time I'm doing what's called the convex. So it's going to curve out. So I'm going to make the curve going this way. And I'm going to keep going around. I want you to do one section, one wedge at a time. Do not skip around, because that's when people start making mistakes. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to make sure you have a nice curve going. Now, notice I've gotten to the outside edge here. So this one would be about there. So keeping the size about the same, I'm going to continue and pretend that I've done it all the way across there. But you want to go all the way out to the edge. So now I have that curve. So in my next section, I go back to using my concave lines. So it goes in, curves in, and I'm following around and around, and you keep going. And don't worry if it gets maybe a little bit wider at one section. That's why we're doing it one whole section at a time. And then this one, okay, so I need to add a little bit more there. Okay, so you see how it continues around? Now, I'm going to pause the video so you guys have time to keep working your way around, because I don't want you to sit here and just watch me sketch. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video, and then you guys. Okay, I'm just checking back in with you. You can see I've gotten a little bit more done, and we're going to keep on going until we get all the way around the other side, okay? Okay, so as you can see, I have finished adding my lines across the whole picture. Now, this is probably where we'll end up stopping for the week, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. If you have not finished and gotten this far, that's okay. You can add more lines next week. Okay, so have a great day, and I'll see you on the flip side.